In this section, you'll learn exactly what to expect during your virtual visits and how to make each call meaningful for your senior partner. The goal of these calls is to create genuine friendships between seniors and young adults. To do this, we need to create a stress-free environment, where seniors and students can express themselves. Many of these seniors feel that they have nobody in their lives. Therefore, when you commit to a call, you need to keep that commitment. They are relying on you to show up every week. When you sign up for a call, you're signing up for every week on the same day at the same time. Only sign up for a weekly call at a time that you are sure you can commit to on a weekly basis. Friendships don't develop overnight, so we ask for a 16-week commitment from all our volunteers. That 16 weeks starts when you start the call. That doesn't mean that you need to leave after 16 weeks. We have some students that have been on their calls for 4 years. The calls typically last for 1 hour. Some seniors may not have the attention span to remain on the call for the full hour, but you need to be available in case they do. We do not allow people to join the call for part of their visit and then leave, because that tells the senior that you have other things that are more important to you than them. If you are tracking your volunteer time for credit, you can take credit for the full hour, even if the senior ends the call early. It is also important that you show up for all of your calls 5 minutes early. That way, if the senior is a few minutes early, the call can start. You can consider that 5 minutes to be your commuting time. We understand that sometimes things will come up, and you'll need to miss your call. Please give us as much notice as you have. Our chat application is our preferred method of communication. When you join a call, you'll be given a lot of background information on the call and the senior in your call's chat room. We will also include instructions for how to contact us and give us notice of your approaching absences. If the time comes that you need to leave your call, please give us as much notice as possible, but at least 3 weeks. This will give us time to find a replacement for you, and will give you time to start letting your senior know that you won't be able to continue. The worst thing that you can do to a lonely senior is quit without giving notice. They will feel abandoned. We offer calls 7 days a week. From Monday to Thursday, the calls are offered between 11 a.m. start time to 9 p.m. end time in Eastern Time. Friday through Sunday, the calls are offered from 11 a.m. start time to 6 p.m. end time in Eastern Time. However, the majority of the calls tend to be on weekdays and before 6 p.m. Eastern Time. The time of the call is chosen by the senior when they sign up. Before you can begin your virtual visits, you'll need to complete training, pass our mock call, which is a simulation of a real call, register for our chat system, and then select an open call that works with your schedule. Click on each of the frames for more details. Each call has a chat room dedicated to it. You'll be added to the room, along with the other volunteers who will be speaking to the senior and our support teams. You'll find information about the senior in the chat room. Make sure to read it thoroughly. There will be important information in there. At the top of the chat room window, you'll find a link to the online meeting room and a link to the feedback form. You must submit a feedback form every week within 24 hours of the conclusion of the call. It is especially important if you ever need us to tally your volunteer hours for reporting. Prior to your call start time, you must submit 6 topics that you're prepared to talk about at length in the chat room. You'll also be able to see the topics from the other volunteers there. You can use the chat room to prepare together and decide who will start the conversation. If you encounter any problems, such as the senior unexpectedly dropping from the call, report them in the chat room to alert the call support specialist. Our policy is that all calls must have 2 students present at all times. Not only is this a good safety protocol, but it also makes the conversation go easier with withdrawn seniors. If you ever find yourself alone on a call with the senior, whether that's due to the senior showing up early or a call with only 2 students present where one is suddenly knocked off for some reason, begin speaking with the senior, just as you would if the other students were present. At the same time, please alert call support through the chat room that you are alone. When you join the call early, take advantage of the time and test your microphones and cameras, so there are no issues left for discovery when the senior joins. If you have technical issues, alert call support so they can help. You can also try, in this order, logging off the call and rejoining, joining with a different browser, rebooting your device, or using a different device. Please refrain from eating on the call, keep your microphone unmuted, and your camera on at all times. Avoid being in a noisy location for your call.